What's up, folks? Today I'm here with Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town. This is a remastered Game Boy and Wii U game brought to PC and the Nintendo Switch. A game with a little bit of this and a little bit of that. As usual, if you enjoyed this video, why not subscribe? And if you would prefer an audio-only version, the link is down below. Before we kick this off, I have a Steam code for giveaway, as well as a Switch version of the game to give. So comment below for a chance to win, and I will announce the winner in a week's time. I was provided a code from the dev, so I did not pay the $50 price tag, but I'm about to tell you if it's worth it. My name is Tanner, and this is For Your Money, a different kind of review. Friends of Mineral Town is a story that really needs no deep explanation. You receive a letter from the mayor of Mineral Town, Thomas, so you pack your belongings and you move. When you arrive, you're gifted your grandfather's land he left you. This land is familiar to you as one summer your family just couldn't go on vacation. So you visited your grandfather instead, and that's pretty much where things leave off. You're back 20 years later, and now it's your farm. The rest of the story is just what you make of it, so to say. Who you meet, the events you partake in. It's a simple story. Friends of Mineral Town is a farming and life sim, less emphasis on the life. Now, in this title, your goal is to grow your farm as much as possible, as well as obtain and maintain an adequate lifestyle. So let's start with the basics. Farming is your main income 3 out of 4 seasons in this game. You hoe the ground, buy some seeds, plant them, and water them every day until they're ripe for the picking. Once you do that, you can either sell them or store them in the refrigerator so then you can cook with the materials. For the most part, you're going to be selling a lot of your crops until a good ways into the game, since upgrading costs a pretty penny and a good bit of materials. And as for my playthrough, I bought most of my wood and stone because obtaining them is a bit of a burden. The way you obtain items like wood and stone would be to cut a stump or destroy rocks. Doing this will also free up some space for your farming land. Here's what you need to keep in mind while doing that though. Your stamina depletes extremely fast. Way too fast for my comfort, and if you want to upgrade your farm, you want to save every bit of money, so buying food might not be your go-to plan. The other thing is you can't destroy every stump or rock right off the get-go. Most require a level 2 or higher tool. To do this, you mine ores in the cave. Once again, mining proves effective and pays well in the winter, but it still depletes stamina extremely quick. Now, I know this is how Harvest Moon games work, but that doesn't change the fact that it's a burden of how fast it depletes and quickly your food gets used up. Another aspect of farming is having animals. Chickens, horses, cows, they even had llamas. Animals, just like everything else in this game, require a lot of attention. You have to feed them and talk to them every day so they'll grow, produce the items that they can, and just overall have a better relationship with them. And that also pays off during events. Now, events for me, sadly, were underwhelming. There's a little to no interaction. One of the more interactive ones, for example, is pressing the confirm button to cheer your chicken on while it tries to push the other chicken outside of the ring. Then you have some that show a 5-second cutscene, or sometimes you go to the event and it fades to black, and then once it comes back, the event is over. Now, I once entered my cow into the mooing competition, and I get there, and my cow wasn't even on the screen. I had a coffee cow, and the only cows on screen were milk cows. My cow got benched. There could have been more work done to improve the overall festival/event experience. Now, I mentioned upgrades, so I want to dive a bit deeper into the house and farm upgrades. Again, they are expensive, but they pay off for the most part. Some don't, like your house wallpaper, that doesn't. You can upgrade how big your house is, allowing for a kitchen, fireplace, etc. This gives you more gameplay variety. You can upgrade your farmland, and this allows for a better chance to harvest greater crops. Now, just because you upgraded these items does not necessarily mean that they can be used instantly. For the kitchen, you have to collect recipes and buy utensils, but not how the original game was. There is no TV network to buy items. You simply just go to the stores that sell these items. Another incorporation that would have been nice, but I won't make a big deal about it, is not being able to customize the layout of your land. Now, upgrading is hands down, absolutely, no doubtably necessary. You will not get far, much less enjoy your time, if you do not upgrade. Now, what I do like is the fact that I can pick what I want to do, as in I don't have to have animals, I can just farm for my money. Or it can work the other way around and only have animals, but you will have to farm to earn the money to then do so, and then you can drop farming. Now, I personally was a farmer. My animals were kind of just put off on the side burner, and I mean, an old man got mad at me because I didn't have his horse grown in 90 days. Sorry, fella. Now, this is a Harvest Moon game, so you're going to fish, give gifts, marry someone, and above all, you're going to be trapped by some of the local NPCs and not be able to move. There is a lot to this gameplay, because there is a good bit to do, but with that also comes a lot of repetition. Same events every year, same crops, same interactions, etc., etc. Though this game will be fun at times, it is hard not to feel its age. Everyone is familiar with Stardew, and Stardew just seems to have mastered this genre. There really isn't any denying that. Though I know some people probably don't like Stardew, that's not the argument. The argument is they pretty much mastered the genre. Now, what is the fun factor? For me, the fun factor of this game was farming, getting coins, ignoring my animals, and building up my house. To others, it may be fishing and cooking, or just collecting every type of material there is to collect. Not everyone will have the same type of fun with this game, as that's not what their goal was. You have your own fun and enjoy doing whatever you do. The design of this game is, well, it's aged. I do wish I had some better things to say about the design. That's not to say the design is bad, I just wasn't as impressed as I thought I would be, and here's why. Graphically, I mean, it's fine. A graphical enhancement, yes, no doubt. But what would have been a nice touch is to make the game 3D, like a new beginning. One of my major complaints is the soundtrack. This game has about 5 songs, one for every season and just one default song. And it gets old quick. As for the world, they added new characters in the remake, and overall, with every character in mind, they did a good job handling them. Every one of them felt unique, from how they talk to what gifts they give you and what gifts they like. This is a plus that I enjoyed in this game. So here's some overall clips of the design. Story of Seasons Friends of Mineral Town, to me, is worth $35 out of $50. Now, there are a couple things I factor in here. One, $50 is kind of a hard marketing price for a game like this, and a lot of people agreed, as I saw in the Steam community. Now, this game will also prove to be fun after a grind, but it is up to you to keep that fun going, or else this game's just going to die quick. I do wish they would have approached the remake just a little bit better in the way Link's Awakening worked. And before anyone gets mad, I understand that Link's Awakening had a lot more funding. I mean, they had Nintendo behind them. And I get it, this company is smaller, and I have no doubt that they put a lot of time and effort into this title for its fans, and I appreciate every single bit of it. That's all I got, folks. If you enjoyed this video, why not subscribe? If you did not, then hit that thumbs down. Till next time, fellas.